In that stablecoin working group paper that was released last week, not only did they say it's okay for FDIC-approved banks to hold stablecoins, they actually said it's required to be an FDIC-insured bank to hold a stablecoin, okay? One thing that's already happening, right, is the regulatory clarity that's coming. The more clarity, if the regulators move forward and they clarify the treatment of stable coins and security tokens and DeFi exchanges, I feel like the connection of Bitcoin to crypto has been holding it back, right? Because stablecoin regulation is unclear. Many cryptos are security tokens. That's holding us back. The exchanges that are trading Bitcoin while they're trading security tokens, right? The connection of Bitcoin to SHIB or Dogecoin, right? This holds back a public entity from wanting to get into that space. I mean, in fact, it's really the express concern that the SEC has about approving a Bitcoin spot ETF, right? Which is they're concerned about the markets where Bitcoin is trading, right? And they're concerned probably about what's Bitcoin volatility coming from? It's coming from the cross-collateralization of crypto markets with high leverage trading at off hours, right? Against thin liquidity pools of other security tokens, right? And so as that clarity comes with regard to the entire crypto ecosystem, it's going to decrease volatility and it's going to increase confidence of large public investors and large public companies. That'll be part. I think if we get clarity from FASB or any kind of improvement in the accounting situation, that's a plus. And there's a groundswell of interest, right? There were 515 letters sent to FASB on this subject, and there was a lot of commentary from regulators, from, we've got congressmen, we've got senators, we've got auditors, we've got big institutional investors, we've got big publicly traded companies, and they're all opining on the issue. So, and I have yet to see I haven't seen any articulation by anyone suggesting that the current accounting treatment is beneficial.
Yeah,
right?
no, I think that's fair.
So it's broad-based consensus that it's time to take a look at this again. So I think that accounting is important. I think that, we just see the barriers with the banks getting knocked down, right? Like at the point that you saw the commentary by the chair of the FDIC, where she said, we're looking for ways to allow banks to hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets, right? If FDIC, it used to be our dream was one day big banks may actually own Bitcoin, what if all the big banks own Bitcoin? But now I think we've flipped to another observation, and this is an interesting one. In that stablecoin working group paper that was released last week, not only did they say it's okay for FDIC-approved banks to hold stablecoins, they actually said it's required to be an FDIC-insured bank to hold a stablecoin. Okay, so we're actually growing up as a crypto industry. We're going from unlicensed, non-institutional grade corporations that are primarily entrepreneurial and fast-moving to licensed, institutional, regulated entities. And if you look at that, isn't the conclusion that the next step, I see as a green light, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Bank of America are going to issue $1 trillion worth of stablecoins. I mean, it's an invitation, like it's a green light to every single bank in the world, right? If you're Silvergate or anybody that's in the crypto industry now, right? This is kind of a message. I don't think it's that much longer, right? If you can hold a stable coin as a digital asset, it's not that much longer before you hold Bitcoin as a digital asset. And if the FDIC is saying we need to find a way for banks to be able to hold this, and if the president's working group is saying you need to be a bank in order to hold this, the stable coin, then I think that sometime in the next 12 months, we actually start to see large banks getting in the business. Bitcoin is decentralized and it's an asset and it's already gone to 200 million places. And you might not like the people that own it, right? Don't they call it the money of enemies?
Yeah.
Right? The point is Bitcoin's going to people who have politics that you disagree with, right? It's almost certain. So it's spreading at such a rate. It's like fire and it's like electricity or mathematics. And you can have an opinion. Do you think it's good or bad for banks to have mathematics? It's like, we're the only ones with math. Is it good or bad for people to be able to read and write? It used to, there was a concern that we shouldn't let everybody read and write. It's just basic technology. It's spreading as fast as it can spread. The reason it's superior to gold is because I can snap my fingers and I can withdraw $1 billion of Bitcoin from the bank in 5 minutes.
Correct.
Okay. And the thing that's going to maintain its integrity is the fact that you can shift counterparties. You can move, if you can move $10 billion of an asset out of a jurisdiction, I can move it out of Miami, I can move it out of a bank, I can move it out of a country, I can move it out of a system. It's always going to have more integrity than the alternative. So coming back to this, it's like, okay, are you comfortable? There are a lot of people that don't think you should have a software wallet on an iPhone. You should have a hardware wallet, right? There are a lot of people that think that it's better if what if I don't want your family to have it because I don't like somebody in your family, right? What if I don't want your small company? You have a private company. Do you own some Bitcoin? Well, did you sell out? Now there's a company that's got other corporate interests that has some Bitcoin. A lot of people don't want a public company to have it. Why? Well, public companies have shareholders. Yeah, well, I don't want a country to have it, right? I mean, there are a lot of people that are concerned that El Salvador uses Bitcoin. Well, it might get hijacked by the politicians. What if Turkey actually starts buying Bitcoin? Do I like it? Do I not like it? But the point is, it doesn't matter what you think, right? It's not. It's like you sitting and saying, I'm really angry that someone else is using arithmetic other than me, right? It's spreading like wildfire. It seems to me that the world's a better place if people have monetary integrity than if they don't have monetary integrity.
I agree.
Right? Right? And in this particular case, is this good? Yeah, of course it's good. Right? Why is it good? It's good because what we want to do is fix everything, not destroy everything, right? If you want to fix the bank, then they replace their bonds with Bitcoin and the capital structure of the bank is better. Do you want to fix every publicly traded company in the world? Do you want to fix the balance sheet of Apple and Google and Facebook and Amazon? If I tell you that they have to do the deal through an FDIC-insured bank, then you either can fix them, right? There are a lot of people that don't want to fix them. They don't want Apple or Google or Facebook to fix their balance sheet. They don't want them to fix their product. But on the other hand, I'm an optimist. What do I think? I think 8 billion people should be using Bitcoin as a digital asset.